What's going on, everybody? We are going to get a little short stream in right now after I just got home from work on day shift, and it's East Coast, Central North Carolina, so the sun has gone down, and it is time to do a little bit of live stream before I got to get to real life. So this character here was started, and I was playing it with another streamer, my buddy Nemo, that I met doing this, and I sent him a message whenever I got off of work letting him know I was going to be doing some streaming. He's probably busy, so so I'm just gonna, it is a first person only server, so I'm just picking up where I left off, and maybe I can do a little better, get a little something, or maybe not. Maybe I'll do a little worse. So, but if we pick up, if I do pick up a little bit of something, it'll just work out for whenever we hop back on the stream together. So I'm just continuing this character on from during the week. Didn't have time for streaming over the weekend. Of course, it was Valentine's Day or Valentine's weekend, and had a lot going on. So my wife and I, we run a little small family arcade on the weekends, and we had a gaming weekend for Valentine's Day. So then we spent some time together on Sunday. Sup? Sup?
My friend, can you kill me?
You friendly? You friendly? Are you friendly?
Yeah, can you kill me? Can you kill me?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, is that what you want? You sure?
Yeah, because I need to spawn next. Yeah, I need to spawn next to my friend.
Okay, cool, man. Hey, happy trails, bro. Maybe we'll meet on a friendlier side, bro. Well, that's a wild way to start a DayZ stream. I had a guy walk up to me and wanted me to handle business. Said he wanted to spawn closer to his friend. And you know, that is something, I ran solo for so long. Oh, let's see another guy. Friendly, friendly, friendly.
It's me again.
Oh, it's you.
Again, bro.
Daggone.
I don't want you to waste your ammo. Do you have like a knife they can stab me with?
Yeah, I got an axe.
Don't waste your ammo killing me. Just.
Yeah, I got an axe, man. This is getting brutal, man. It's getting brutal.
I know it is.
And you know, dude, I am like one of the most friendliest players on DayZ, and I only do this when people ask.
All right.
Good gracious. What is happening out there today? What is happening out there? What is going on out there today? Now, one thing I don't like starting the stream right out is having to do stuff like that. And two, I don't like that it's dark. So this must be a spawn town, because I killed that guy and he came right back. Oh, crew. What's up, crew? Yeah, man, I was on my way home from work, bud, and I looked up there and I saw it just popped up that you were doing a live stream, and as soon as I got home, I was getting myself ready and everything like that. I saw that you were, and I popped in chat. I saw that you were already ending your stream, man, or I would have Well, I'd have had to have gotten home sooner to be able to catch your whole 2 hours. Oh, we're just, ah, crap. Right off the bat. Well, at least I've got bandages. That is what happens whenever you're in a spawn town, man. People just try their hand. Insanity. I need every one of these bandages. Yep. Hey, man. Hey, man. Hey, bro.
Hey there.
You good?
Where are you going? Oh, pistol. What is that?
What's the deal, man? Are you...
What's your deal? You're on the coast, you got guns, you're killing freshies.
Absolutely not, man. I defended myself. That dude just came up to me out of nowhere and started punching me. I'm a friendly player.
What are you doing on the coast with all that ammunition?
I was in Berezino back there, and I came up the coast, and I was going to meet my buddy, and he was up.
I think you're a bad person.
I think you're walking up on me, man. Stop. Listen, if I was a bad person, I would have shot you first, or I would have tried to shoot you, man. I ain't all about.
Well, you shot that guy.
Yeah, because
he shot the other guy.
Yeah, because he ran.
Two dead bodies.
He ran up on me. I don't got to justify myself. Here's the deal. He ran up on me, and I don't. Dude, you don't know me. I don't play like that. So.
I know you. I know you perfectly well.
From where? You don't
know your type of people.
Nah, man. I think you're just trying to pick a fight, and I'm trying not to pick a fight.
That's what they all say. I mean, we can walk like this for a while.
Dude, just stop, man.
I don't mind.
Just stop, bro. Seriously.
How about you stop? How about you stop? You keep on walking, grabbing a distance so they can shoot me.
No, I'm backing up away from a fight.
No. Well, that's what they all say.
Dude, come on, man. Seriously.
How about I come a little closer?
No.
How about that?
No.
How about we just sit down and talk about it?
If you stop walking forward, I'll stop walking back. How about that? And we'll talk.
How about that?
Yeah.
No, you kept on walking backward. How about I compensate the distance?
Okay, stop right there. Just stop, man. Now you're just trying to play. Dude, come on, man.
I don't feel comfortable. You got a gun in your hands. It's loaded. I know for sure.
Guns away, bro.
So.
I'm not a freshie killer. That's not how I play. That's not how I roll.
I think you are, though. I mean, everything that I've seen back there,
Dude,
kinda shows that you're a freshie killer.
You walked up on a situation. That's all. You walked up on some dude while I had
the gunshots.
You walked up to a guy hitting me from behind and trying to knock me out because he saw that I had a little bit of gear that came from, I believe, Berezino back that way.
Alright. What if I try to kill you right now?
I would try to defend myself, and somebody would come out on top. That's all that would happen. But if you walk away, I'll walk away. You walk away, I'll walk away, man. Everybody wins, bro.
How about a little trade?
What's a trade? What are you trying to trade?
I got this cool chicken.
Dude, I'm good on food and water, man. I don't need a chicken.
No, how about I give you this chicken and you give me all your guns?
You're full of crap, bro.
No, I got this sewing kit. How about you give me all your guns and ammunition and I give you the sewing kit?
No, man, no. Hey, listen, man. All honestly, you sound like a good dude, man. And I'm just not interested, man. I'm not interested in a fight. I'm not interested in all that stuff. Just.
What if I'm interested in it?
And that's just going to have to be on you, man. That would be you. That would be all you. On you, not me. So you do how you feel.
Yeah, I can.
Dude, I ain't got no control over you. You're your own person. You do you, man.
I mean, you got a gun.
Yeah. I do.
That's kind of, lever of power.
Okay. I found a gun before you did. That's all that equals. That was all that equals up to, man. You play DayZ how you want to play DayZ. I play how I want to play. That's just it.
Yep. Right. I think I'll try and murder you now.
Okay, well, if that's what you want to try, then go for it, bro. We can just play the game, but that's not what I want to do.
You don't want to murder me.
No. Why?
So don't.
Why would I want to murder you, bro?
Can I get that armband?
Do you want my armband, man, for real?
I gave you the sewing kit. Can you give me the armband?
You want the armband,
I
so
just throw it here.
that's what you want,
No, here, there you go. There you
huh?
go. Oh,
Why? Well,
Alright.
like, what's the point?
well, it's green and I like it.
I don't know, man.
I mean, a sewing kit is a pretty useful item. You ask me. Actually, I changed my mind.
You changed your
How about-
mind.
I want my sewing kit back. Hey,
Well, get your sewing kit. You can have your sewing kit. In fact, I think I left the armband down on the
what you
ground.
aiming that gun for? What you aiming that gun for?
Because you're playing games, man.
Why'd you aim that gun at me?
You're playing
You're my guy.
games. You're playing games.
Wanna get
man.
physical? Wanna get physical?
You're playing games.
Wanna get physical about it?
You're playing games.
Hey, put that gun down. Hey, put that gun down. Hey, put that gun down. No,
playing-
don't shoot me. You're gonna die sooner or later. You're gonna die soon, quite soon. No, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to do that. Don't shoot me. I'm an orphan.
Yeah, like I said, man.
I'm
Now
an
you're
orphan.
now you're just playing games, bro.
Well, I'm just an orphan. Poor child. I'm 12, and I'm waiting to be adopted. You know, and I like snakes and trains. And I'm a good kid. I eat my vegetables. You know, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Put the gun down. Put the
For real.
gun down. Put
For
your
real.
pistol out like a man. Pull out the pistol.
Yeah.
I feel safer attacking when you got a pistol in your hands.
I bet you do.
Which is a lie. I actually feel safer when you have a shotgun out.
Oh yeah.
It's called reverse psychology.
Is that what that's all about?
I think so. Wait, is that a blaze?
No, I don't have a
That's
blaze.
no shotgun. What is that scope on it? Wait, is that a BK? What's it called? 18-8?
I don't even remember, bro.
BK 33 maybe?
I don't even remember,
Isn't
man.
the pump Wait, is that a blaze? No, that's not a blaze. What is that gun? Just tell me, I'm curious.
Dude, I don't even remember, man. Like I said, I found it. There was a
Well, just look at it. Like, dude, I'm bandaging myself.
there was a police
Take a
station.
look at the gun. Okay, you just tried shooting me and it didn't work.
All right, come on, man.
Come on, come on. Oh yeah, you pulled out a weapon? You pulled out a weapon? You want to fight like a man? You want to get physical like an ape? Did you watch that movie? Marty Supreme?
I don't even know what that is, man.
The movie about the dude. Ow, that hurt. That hurt. But I feel like you're about to pass out. I really do.
Probably. And you probably get my stuff because you just wanted to play this way, man. Oh my gosh. That guy. That guy back there. Sad. Absolutely sad. Crew, you still out there, man? Or, I know it got late where you were at. Did you bounce? I see Crew Cut says tapping. Yeah, he was playing games. I am on way. I was playing games too, man. And one thing, I am going to absolutely take this sight off of the shotgun. Alright, so where I'm at now is being in a freshy town. Already had some people make the play. I wasted all my pistol ammo. I had one shotgun ammo. And you know, I aimed with that thing. I thought I was aiming with it. But I got a sight on there that doesn't have a battery. And I didn't quite, I'm still learning, so I didn't quite understand the mechanics of it. I thought I had the sights on the guy. So I missed with a shotgun and a slug. So, yeah, I wanted to play some mental games. So, my plan was just to keep him talking until something happened. And whatever play he made, whatever choices he made, is what would happen. So that was my goal. So now what I'm doing is I'm just moving away from the coast because being out there with all the, you know, it obviously was a fresh spawn town. Everybody wants to just make their play. So let's drop this chicken. Let's do some skin and quarter. We eat my apple. All right, let's see here. Eat my plum. Oh, it's a ruined plum. Oh no, yeah, ruin. So it's a ruined plum. Got my liver pate. Yeah, just being on the coast like that was just not working. Alright, so what are we looking at here? What are we looking at? We got damage fast because old boy back there acting stupid. Damage, pristine. Damaged. Yeah. So at least I can defend myself. Alright. I see a couple people out there in viewer land. I appreciate you, whoever you are. This is supposed to be a short stream. And then I jumped in and a bunch of people just started acting stupid. Alright, so I got my short sticks here. Now I just need a little bit of bark and a long stick. Did I get two? I just got one. I need two. Oh, wrong thing. Not what I was trying to do. Alright, so now I got plenty. Got my bark. Let's try to find a short stick. One of these is bound to. All these trees. Make sure I know where my stuff's at, where my food's at. If they're all trees, I'm kind of screwed. Firewood. Kind of hoping something around here would give me a short stick. I might to do some refiguring here. Much combat I was in, those bandages came in handy. Bones would come out. I got a knife though. So let's see here. Let's see if we can find something that would give me a short stick. I'll leave my hatchet back there. Jeez Louise, I'll get it together in a minute, y'all. I'll get it together in a minute, y'all. Whenever I swap the short sticks out, it dropped my hatchet somewhere. Gotta found that damn tree. Oh, now that sucks. Alright. My noob is showing y'all. My noob is showing because I cut a tree down. I was going to cook this chicken. I was looking for some short sticks and screwed myself because I dropped it and I can't find it. So everything on the ground kind of looks the same. So this might be another screw it moment. So I can't figure out, okay, is that the down tree? No. Oh well, y'all. Listen, I ain't gonna sit here forever. Oh, hey Patrick, what's up? Man, if you just popped in, you missed like the beginning part of the stream. So I'll tell you just a little bit about it. And I'll tell you where I'm at now. So I hopped in. The guy I was playing with yesterday, he didn't answer or respond. I sent him a message on Discord, said, hey bud, you want to play some more? He didn't, so I decided to just jump in and try to carry this character along a little bit. And the town that I was in was apparently a spawn town, and I don't know if you play or have ever played DayZ, but everybody that has nothing either doesn't want to fight, they ask you to kill them because they want to spawn somewhere else, or they try their hand and they do their best to kill you. And I spent probably, I don't know, several minutes. It felt like that. Maybe it was short. I don't know. Time kind of got away from me. But I spent some time trying to convince this guy that I didn't want to fight. He was a freshie. He didn't have any guns. He didn't have anything. And he was just being, you know, what some people are on DayZ. And he decided that his best play was to try to get in my head and play games. And I shot some shots at him. I missed. And then we ended up in a fist fight, and I pulled out a hatchet and split his dome. So that's DayZ for you. And took his chicken, and now I'm trying to find somewhere to cook this chicken. I'm back down at the water. Like I said, and that's the spawn town. And I dropped my hatchet in the woods. Can't find it. So that's where I'm at. And I've just been walking around talking to you, walking around in circles. So now what's getting ready to happen is I'm going to try to get back to the edge of the woods, but somewhere where I can get the right kind of wood to get a fire started. I need a long stick. I still have a knife. So I have been running around in circles like a chicken with my head cut off because I'm out of storage room. Here's the chicken breast from the chicken that I slaughtered, which was the guy that I hit in the head with a hatchet to take. Yeah. DayZ. Alright. And I don't have a spot on my back. And what I don't want to do, guys, my two people that are watching, is I don't want to start a fire super close to where everybody can see it, but I don't want to get in the woods where I can't find. You have to find bushes for sticks, and you chop down trees for wood, and it gets kind of stupid like that. And I don't want to get in here and I can't get a stick like what screwed me a few minutes ago, and then get turned around in a circle, get lost, and lose some kind of gear like I did a few minutes ago where I lost my hatchet and everything. So that's where I'm at. So, and right by the road probably isn't a great place to start a fire either. I got to make a choice though sometime where I want to start this fire. I got sticks in my hand. I want to cook this chicken. So let's skip across the road here, across the power lines, and let's just make a decision. I'm not doing a very good job of that right now. So what you been up to, Patrick? All's good with you, man? Life is good? Oh, cool. I got 2 long sticks out of that. So I can sharpen one here. And have my sharpened stick. I've got my short sticks. So if chat is interested, or even if you're not, I'm still going to explain what I'm doing, because I don't know who's watching that has never played this game before. And so what you're going to do is you have to have a short stick and you have to combine it with bark. And it's going to give you 2 different options. You can either craft a fireplace or you can craft a hand drill kit. And I am going to craft both, because not only do I need a fireplace, a campfire, but I also have to have a way of starting it. So your bark combined with your stick creates your drill kit, and then your bark combined with your sticks creates a fireplace. And what you need the sharpened stick for is you need the sharpened stick to be able, there's my fireplace, there's that. You need your sharpened stick to be able to stick the chicken on it to cook it. So there's a little short explanation for those watching that don't play DayZ. And like I said, I do not consider myself a veteran player by no means. I played just long enough to figure a few things out here and there, and how to cook in the woods is one of them. So now, the thing about a fire is the fire creates light and it creates smoke. And the darker it is outside, the more that light can be seen by other players and be a beacon to bring them to you. And the smoke rises up, so light's a beacon, smoke rises up in the air. And there are tricks of the trade. I've seen videos, I've never really pulled it all myself, but there's certain places that you can start a fire that masks it better. If you start a fire in a house fireplace, smoke will come out of the chimney with the door open or with its open fireplace. Of course, it's going to create light inside the house if it's nighttime, so the windows will be all lit up. If it's a cooking stove, you open the door, it lights up, it flickers and flashes. So cooking in a house still has, to me, the disadvantages of being stuck in one spot. You're in a house, everybody knows you're there. It lets, like I said, lets the world know that you're in the house. The advantages that I understand from cooking in the house and cooking on a stove is you have the cooking slots. Sometimes it's a couple smoking slots and a couple cooking slots. And like right now, it is taking me a pretty decent amount of time to sit here and cook this chicken and be out in the wide open. I can look around as far as your head can turn to the left and to the right. I cannot look behind me. I think, and if I remember correctly, when I was dabbling with this game in some older builds, you could do this 360 thing, and you could pretty much just spin around while you were doing the task and look behind you. But I think they nixed that in one of the updates that hadn't been that long ago. So a little bit more realism there. that you can't just look behind, turn your head around like an owl and look behind you. So there's 2 down. Now I'm yellow, so I do not want, I want to back up a little bit. I don't want the heat buff to be, if it'll let me back up enough where I can still cook. But if I put those chickens in my, the hot chicken in my pocket, it will make the heat worse. You want a heat buff, but you don't want yellow. Come on, roast. You want the plus, but you want it to be white. And now what I'm talking about is I'm talking in my bottom right hand corner there. I'm talking about my thermometer. And right now, yellow is, you're getting too hot, too close to the fire. I got a good jacket on. So the jacket I have is a bomber jacket, kind of like the classic Top Gun flight type jacket, civilian version. And that thing gets hot. It's a good jacket. It's a good jacket for the wilds. As you can see, sitting here cooking, my heats went right back up. Now, it will be a detriment to your food, your water. I think more specifically your water, because you start to sweat inside of your jacket. And I have the 2 heat buff and yellow, which means I am roasting here. So what I might have to do, which I don't like to do in case I got to jump up and run, but it looks like what's going to have to happen is I'm going to have to set my jacket out on the ground. Now what you don't want to do is actually set your jacket out on the fire and burn up your stuff. So I wonder if that'll let me put that somewhere. Yeah, because I still want to be able to snatch a gun up. Now, this is a cool thing that has happened. The fire has went out. However, it's still a hotbed of coals, and you can cook over the hotbed of coals. So now I don't have the, if it was dark, it would be less of a flame, less of a light. It'd be less of, here, come get me, and no smoke. But I still have the benefit of there being enough heat to cook my food and to keep my heat buff. So if you look at my thermometer down on the right, the 2 plus signs and the thermometer is white, which is good. That means I've got a double heat buff, but I'm not overheating. And if I could figure out how do I explain heat buffs? Heat buffs is just like, you get, if you're in your house and you get by the heater or the stove or, fireplace, or you're just in your house and it's cold outside. If you get warm and get really good and warm and get good warm clothes, get your clothes warm inside the house, you're not going to get as cold outside as quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and grab all of my chicken here, and I'm going to put my jacket back on. And I'm going to leave this this sharpened stick, because now I've got food. Fireplaces, if I explain fireplaces just a dash before I bounce, this is your kindling spot. You can use paper, bark, bandages, rags. This is your fuel spot, so you can use sticks or logs. You can add stones and make an actual fireplace that does better. You can have make a tripod to cook, to hang a pot over, and you can get pretty complicated. And these slots are inside the fireplace. I've seen all kinds of dirty tricks where people I think you can put a grenade in a crowd, like people are crowded around one. You can put a grenade. It takes a little bit for it to cook off, and just kind of stroll away. Make sure you get your distance, and then bang, and blow some people up. Anything that I wanted to get rid of and that I put in that fireplace, let's see if this is just a pristine long stick. If I put this in my hands, I can attach it straight to the fireplace, I think. Maybe not, but if I put this stick inside of the fire, it's going to start off pristine, but because the fire is still hot, it's going to eventually start to degrade it. And you can that's how they get rid of stuff. So I think I'm explaining that correct. There's 4 people in the chat. There's probably, I don't know if there's vets out there in chat right now that have been playing this game a long time and they know more about it, or I didn't describe it correctly. And if that's the case, hey, hop in there. I'm not going to be offended. I played this game on and off, so all the hours aren't consistent that I have in the game. And I would say that I picked up just enough. My PvP is terrible. Hand-to-hand isn't great. I survived that hand-to-hand interaction with that guy back there on the coast. I can tell what he was trying to do. He was trying to keep me talking. I was trying to keep him talking. He was trying to fake me out with some weird crap, talking about I'll trade you this, trade you that, trying to get me to take my gun out of my hand, get lost in my inventory screen, and not see him run up and try to hit me. You know, he was trying to pull all kinds of stuff. Oh, thanks, crew. Dude, I thought you might be asleep by now. So, yeah, crew saw the whole fight, and that's my noob hanging out. But like I said, my thought process and my thing is hey, I'm gonna keep this guy talking. He's trying to keep me talking. He's trying to get in my head and try to shake me up and break me. I thought it was kind of amusing, and somebody has to make a play at some point. I fired my rounds. I didn't hit him. That's something maybe crew could explain something to me a little better if he feels like it in chat. So I felt like I had the red dot on the end of the shotgun right on that dude whenever he bent down and said, I'm gonna bandage, and I pulled the trigger and it didn't happen. And so maybe there's something I don't understand. I know that in learning this game and in the past, I have aimed down the sights with one of these sights on here that doesn't have batteries and not hit crap. So I'm going to take that off there, even though I don't have any bullets. And that's kind of what I'm looking for right here. But is there no crosshair or something? I could swear that there would be something on the screen telling me where I'm aiming from the hit. And maybe it's because I'm in the first person only server. I didn't think about that till just now, so maybe I answered my own question. But I straight up missed that dude, thinking that I was right on him. And it was a slug, so slugs don't spread out like bucks. But anyway, it was a learning experience, and he tried to get the best of me, and I got the best of him, and that's just how it was. He was being a jerk. I truly meant what I was telling that guy. If you were watching from the beginning, like crew, I truly meant what I said. If he would have walked away, I would have walked away. If I just wanted to murder freshies on the coast, then I was shot first, asked questions later. I would have never spoke to the guy. I would never pull. And then if I missed my rounds, I'd have did like I did. I would have axed him in the head. So, I mean, that's just how it is. So, I don't know, crew. Am I on the right track with this whole aiming thing? That it's because it's a first-person only server. It's why there's not an aim from the hip sight on here. I don't know. Yeah. So if you can't see, guys, if you're just listening to me and you can't see what crew just wrote, maybe they disabled it because it did not work. So anyway, justifying my psychology there, I was just trying to keep him talking until somebody had to make a play, and that's just what it is. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. I have no which way, no idea. So the sun, I feel like the sun is setting. So sun rises in the east, sets in the west. So I do feel that if I'm heading this way, maybe the sun is rising. No, it's setting, I believe. Yeah, crew hit me up and said normally there's a little white dot. So I'm going to head towards the sun, and that would give me a cardinal direction. I'm either going east or west right now, and see what I run into. I did some time just talking, running around in the woods, cooking some chicken. I can go ahead and eat this chicken, and then that way I'm strong and good to go for a fight if it turns into a fight in here. I've also been running my mouth, and my health has come back all the way back up, and that is a phenomenal thing. It was pretty down. It was yellow, below half. So I've got all my blood back, and I've got all my... Yep, got my heat buff, got all my blood back, and I got all my health back. Now, the only thing I'm sucking on right now, guys, is, guys and gals, I don't know who all's out there, is I am sucking on water, and don't know where I'm at. And I know most places have a well that I could jump in there and get some water. So see some houses down here. I ate all that chicken because when I first started playing, and once again, this might be flawed thinking, this might be my noob hanging out. Oh, look, I had a lighter. I didn't even have to rub two sticks together, y'all. I had a lighter in my inventory. I didn't even remember that. But it did give me an opportunity. I'll take that back. It gave me an opportunity to do a little bit of tutorial and talking, because like I said, I don't know who's played this game and who hasn't. So something that I've also decided to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and repair this ski mask that I have, the little piggy ski mask, and that way I'm working on keeping my gear. This will be giving me more insulation, and it's the only thing I really can keep up right now. So that's why I decided to go ahead and do that. Make it, and if I get hit by zombies or something happens down here, it's not in such a bad shape. So, your voice is your best weapon in the game, dude. You know, I feel that, man. And a little verbal jiu-jitsu, like I said, you know, what I really do feel like that guy wanted, as I feel like he felt confident in his hand-to-hand. I think he felt cocky. I think he felt like if he could bait me into a fist fight with him, or bait me into just blasting away. And of course I did miss him and I did waste my bullets, but I think he was trying to verbally joust me and get under my skin and make me do something stupid. And he was going to make a play. He was going to do something. I mean, he had no interest in let him walk away. He has nothing. He has everything to gain. He has everything to gain by beating up somebody that's got some gear, that maybe isn't a experienced player, that maybe isn't confident or doesn't know how to defend themselves. Yeah, he was using his voice to distract me and get stupid. So you know, and I was using my voice to keep him kind of where I wanted him. All right, so I'm gonna focus a little bit, guys. I'm gonna start running my mouth, and I'm going to see what's up with these houses. I've got one rifle round, I think, in my Pioneer. I've got, oh, this is a camp. Is this a camp? Oh, this is a camp. Okay, now this might be a very, very popular place. There's zombie spawn. And I just attracted one. So there are zombies spawned, and oh yeah, because crew, I've watched your stream and I've watched your stuff, man, and I have a feeling you're a vet. So I mean, and so it was nothing for you to run into me on the coast and lure me into something stupid, and now you got my Pioneer and my R12. So yeah. I get that. And but what I was going to say is I was going to say that from what I've learned and what I understand is that there is a time on zombie spawning in proximity to the area. So if nobody has been through here, I don't think I was standing around long enough. I might have been the one that spawns these, but there's a high possibility that the reason there are zombies down in here already is because somebody's looted this or somebody's been through here. And so it gives me a time frame to understand that I'm not alone, or I'm not the first to get here. If you go inland, if you head west and you hit a town, and I've seen the zombies just pop up on the screen and been like, oh, I'm it, because they just spawned for me. It's a little more reassuring that you're alone. Now what I have to do is I have to do some juggling here of how I want to approach these zombies. I don't want to get into a zombie fight. I do need to get a knife where I can access it on a quick slot. But I'm gonna have to stealth some of these things if they're in my way, and I'm gonna try to find where I can get in, because I don't think I can hop this type of fence because it has the barbed wire around it. So I'm gonna have to find a break in the fence, and then I'm gonna just get to whatever building is close. Nope, I just aggroed something. I heard it. When you hear the zombies do that, what? What? It's a done deal. And what I don't want is I don't want like 3 or 4 of them. I want to kite them out here. I guess that's the right term. I'm going to just bring them out away and handle them one at a time. And it also, this is very loud. This punching and, you know, exertion. I don't need matches. I got a lighter. So the exertion and the sound can alert people to your presence. It also ties up your hands. It ties up your attention, and it's easier to get got. I've been got so many times, brand new, fighting zombies, and I'm just doing my best to stay alive from the zombies and then just get got. Oh, mushrooms. And I aggroed him too. And that's because I'm up just walking around willy-nilly. My sound, you can't see it because I got my little end screen, my end picture over top of it. But there's a sound meter of how much sound you're making. And I'm making a lot because I'm running around. I'm just walking around in these crunchy leaves and just willy-nilly. And part of that is I'm talking to y'all too, and I'm just kind of playing the game right now, so not being stupid serious about it. Oh shoot, there it went. See that? So there you go. I'm out here beating up zombies, and I just got double tapped. So that's DayZ, and exactly what I was telling you is exactly what happened. I guess if I was doing a tutorial, that would be lead by example or teach by example. So let's take this opportunity to a fresh spawn, and I'm going to do custom. I don't necessarily like random. There it is, guys. That was the double tap. Somebody heard it, somebody saw it, and I was completely tied up and spoke it into existence. So now maybe old Axe Man is back, because this is exactly where Axe Man got. So have fun out there, guys. Whoever got me, have fun with the R12, have fun with the Pioneer, and I'm back on the coast. All right. Let's see what this looks like. That isn't in bad shape. That is not going to be worst insulation. So even a worn t-shirt is worse insulation than a, oh, I think sweaters are better. Wait, what? In-game stuff? All the way here? Scopes for stuff that I ain't gonna have for a while. And so even a damaged sweater that's high insulation. So all right. And to be honest, I chose this server, this first-person server because that's what me and Nemo, the guy I was playing with, that hit me up on Discord. That's what he suggested he wanted to play, and that's why we're here. I like first and third person, honestly. You know what I need to do? Now I got 8 people in chat. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out for a little bit. This was supposed to be a short stream tonight. I'm literally just waiting. I got home from work. Did everything I had to do real quick, real lifing, and then jumped straight into a stream because I was excited to get back out here and get back in it. I'm waiting on my wife to get home from work and do the real life thing, get some dinner and whatnot. Something else I'm realizing, and this is something I'm working on, is I'm saying a lot. My brain's doing that stop and turn and spin. So we hate gaps and pauses in our language, and it's kind of natural. So I'll try my best to work on that. Let me do something for y'all right quick. I am going to paste. I'm not exiting the game. Yeah, I see that, crew. What I'm going to do right now, let me hop over on this Discord, and I'm going to get my Discord, the channel here, and I'm going to get an invite code. Invite to server, copy, and I am going to invite y'all. That's how I met Nemo, and that's how we ended up playing together, is I put this out for y'all. So there is, I'm gonna get back in the game now, but there is the Discord for this, and me and Nemo have been communicating on Discord, and now we meet up and play together. So if any of y'all out there are interested, my noob shows a lot. I let my noob hang out a lot on this game, and I have been very blessed and fortunate. I have played with vet players, and I've also been blessed and fortunate. I've played with people that it's their first day, and it's an interesting dynamic because when it's somebody's first day, you kind of feel like a superstar, but then you have to reel yourself back and realize that you're not. Crew's asking me I got many hours in the game. I will have to look at Steam. I've been asked that. I will have to look at Steam and see what Steam says. I don't necessarily trust that as a hard number because some of that might be just me, like it sit or something, and I guess you get credit for hours if it's in a loading screen, or not a loading screen, but just in the start screen or something weird like that. And it's also spread out over years and not very serious play. And I didn't really get serious with it until the beginning of the year this year, and I decided that I wanted to get better at this game. I realized it still has a pretty decent following, but it wasn't even about that. And it's honestly, it's just about the fun in the stream. So I don't know how many hours I have in the game. I'll have to go look. It might be a few hundred. Yeah, it might be a few hundred, but I just really started enjoying the game, man, and enjoying the thrill of it, the randomness of it, and the rawness of it. And it was just like something that I'd never experienced before in a game. Now, I'm a little more brave with fist fighting zombies whenever I'm a fresh spawn, and sometimes that gets me in a lot of trouble because I got nothing to lose, and sometimes they have food, sometimes they have something you can get, and I'll kind of farm them. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I don't know if that's what I'm interested in doing. Now, there is a person here, and I'm a fresh spawn. It's empty. It's a BK, but it's empty. I might just reach out. I see him. And just see. Yo, yo, yo. Yo. What's going on? Friendly. How you doing out there? You good? I'm right behind you. I'm good.
Hey. What up, dude?
Hey, what's up, brother? You just freshed in just like me, huh?
Yeah, I'm a freshie, dude.
Hey, listen, I'm friendly, man, and I ain't got no hostility in my heart unless it comes at me first. So if you want to run a little bit together, we can run a little bit. If you don't, that's fine. I'm just going to try to survive a little bit right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick still though.
Stick solo, and that is perfectly fine. Which way you headed? So I'll go the opposite way.
Yeah, I don't know. It don't matter.
I'm gonna
Go
go.
on this road.
I'm going to the right. I'm gonna go to the right.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right, brother. All right. So that is how I like for it to go. That is not how it goes. That is not. I mean, I said that's not how it goes. This game can give you a lot of sort of skepticism. Yeah, yeah, that guy would have been upstairs. Yeah, I get it. That guy, chill, dude. He just was here. Like, what am I doing? I'm here. Yeah, you're here. So that's kind of how I like it, and at first, and it doesn't, and it gets worse and worse as you go. As far as it'll give you some skepticism about people. Unfortunately, I mean, you meet some really, really cool people. But a vet told me one time when I was playing this game, and I was like, "Hey, man, it's my first day, second day," kind of conversations. He was like, "Hey, trust no one in this game. You know, don't even trust me." And he was helping me. So I kind of took that to heart a little bit with the game. I try not. I'm not that way as a person, but you know, once again, this is just a game, and it is the apocalypse. So can't take it that serious. And another thing that I know I'm rambling, guys, but another thing that I've been told and seen over and over again, videos and just people that are really good at this game, is not getting caught up in gear fear, where, you know, I would have been so worried. I wouldn't have been talking to y'all. I wouldn't have been like just trying to be cool and interact. I would have been stalking that campsite back there. I would have not engaged with the zombies. I would have been locked in and just like, I don't want to get killed. I might even have avoided that campsite altogether because I knew, guys, that's a hot spot. I knew that. And especially on a loaded server, that's a hot spot. I've been there before, and I've had interactions there. So what was I getting at? What I was getting at is not having gear fear and trying not to be stupid skeptical all the time about everybody. Let's see. Well, you kind of have to survive, but especially in the beginning like this, and I'm a freshie, dude, we're all in the same boat. And somebody might come up right now and try to knock me in the head. It just might happen. Some people aren't interested in talking. I don't know how far that would be off in real life. I don't know. I know there is a little bit of, you know, you have your real life anonymity. Is that the word I'm looking for? I hope I didn't make up a word. But you have your real, you know, in real life, would you be so blatant with some things in the apocalypse? Maybe. But how far and how long would you survive if you were like that all the time? And you know, if it was always like that, the lone wolf. Would you survive the apocalypse? Can you survive the apocalypse as a lone wolf? That's a question. So this just being a game, and people just not really caring, because the consequence is you wake up at the coast. In real life, you don't wake up in the coast. In real life, you talk crap, you get axed in the face. You don't wake up at the coast. So it might take away a little bit of that bravery of doing that kind of thing. So, oh shoot, I got 12 people out there. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Yes. So crew, I see you. So what crew just said, if you guys can't see it, if you're just listening, crew just said it's not your gear. That is another point that I should have thought to get to, is that something I've learned is you are just borrowing gear in DayZ. Kind of like when you go to the poker table, right? When you go to the poker table, every bit of money that you have in your pocket, Now you're just borrowing it from the poker game at that point. It is the poker game's money. It is the game's money, and you're just there to play, and it's already gone. So every bit of gear that you find, somebody's going to get got. You're going to get got, and you either got somebody to get it, or you're going to get got, and it just goes right back into the ecosystem. I appreciate the support, crew. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much for putting that out there. So yes, please hit that like button. Please watch this noob play DayZ. And no, so not noob, not first day, but not vet. Somewhere in the middle. I don't starve as much as I did in the beginning. I don't freak out at zombies as much as I did in the beginning. And you know, I don't run and hide. I think the very first game that I ever remember playing, and that was on a server that was more of a community modded kind of server, but it's still very vanilla. It's just more loot and whatnot. I had never run into I guess admin, or I guess somebody that works on the server, runs the server or something. I don't know what I'm looking for. Maybe crew can help me out. It was somebody, they had a black armband. They are running around in the game, but they have something to do with the like moderators or whatever, and you know, on the server, and they're not looking to get me. I saw them, but they had seen me way before I saw them, and I went and hid in the bathroom. That girl came up to me on that game, and I was hiding in the bathroom, and she just started laughing, and she's like, "Hey bro, are you seriously hiding in the bathroom right now?" And she fully geared out. I'm talking about, this looked like the angel of death coming, and I had a t-shirt and some hiking pants and an apple. And yes, I'm hiding in the bathroom because I thought you were going to shoot me in the face. And she just started laughing and kind of took me under her wing, gave me some stuff, and walked me around, told me some stuff. And I believe it might have even been her that told me some of these things I'm talking to you guys about now, about gear fear. I can't remember. I just know I picked that stuff up. And talking about, you just borrow the gear in this game. So it is not yours, it is the game's, and you're just in it playing. So I just try to have that mentality. Now, I don't think I have anywhere that I can store this crowbar. They used to let you, will they let me put it on my shoulder? No. They used to let you put it on your back in when I first started messing around with this game. This crowbar is awesome for killing zombies. The problem is, I've got nowhere, I don't have a backpack that'll let me hook to as tools, and I got nowhere, it keeps stuff out of my hands. As much as I want to bash zombies, I want to be able to switch stuff in and out of my hands, because while it's in my hands, it makes everything on my taskbar red, and I can't quick slot, I can't quick inventory something. So I would much rather, if I'm going to hand with these jokers, I'd much rather have those small brass knuckles and have space. So now, something I am going to do is something that I do in the beginning of every one of my runs. I just hadn't took the time to do it yet because I'm running my mouth and going in circles, chasing rabbits. Is I am going to take these two rags and I am going to make some hand wraps. And that way, if I do find myself in a position where I need to skin something, that it doesn't get my hands bloody, because I also have very vivid or fond core memories of playing this game and killing a chicken and thinking it was the coolest thing ever. And the first thing I did was Google how to eat this thing, and I didn't Google anything about having bloody hands. And why is it not letting me? Armband, eye patch, face wrap, feet wrap, head wrap, hand wraps. So when you put the rags in your hands, because once again, talking to my viewers that I don't know if you've ever played this game or not, and I'm doing my best to try to explain what I know, is when you put rags in your hands or put some things that have multiple crafting options, you spin the mouse wheel up or down and it will cycle through some options. And I have a very vivid memory, like I said, of not understanding that you need to have your hands wrapped. And I killed a chicken and thought I was an awesome DayZ survivor, and I'm winning. And I eat that thing because I Googled how to do it, how to make a fire and how to do all that. And then I was walking around, life is beautiful, and I just started puking my guts out. So Anna promptly died, I believe. Yeah, I think I had no idea of how to cure it. No Tetra, no multivitamins. And I'm like, wait, I'm just puking my guts out until I died. I vomited till I died because I didn't protect my hands. All right. So that guy's got a hat. I don't know if I want that hat. I kind of like that hat. Give me that hat. And here I am. I was at that camp. Absolutely just got double tapped because of I'm doing this thing right here. And I'm in the outskirts. I do believe this is Berezino. And if I said that right, I like this hat because I like the way it looks. And I don't have a big orange come get me thing on the top of my head. And well, chasing rabbits, I keep going down rabbit holes. But what I was saying is I just did I'm doing the exact same thing now. I'm talking and I'm in a place that could be Berezino. Tends to be a PvP hot zone, and I'm talking and I'm just walking along beating zombies. Oh, that's nice. I like that baklava. And I run the risk of the exact same thing happening here. And another thing about this beating these zombies up like this, and positives, you can farm some food. These females a lot of times have food on them historically. Now that one did not, but I've found a lot of food on those female zombies. You can farm them, but now I have just left a trail. Anybody behind me knows that I'm here. They know where I'm coming from. They know I've come up that trail. They'll follow the track of dead zombies, hear me fighting, and then I get got again. So that's how I look at that. Electro. Thank you. South Coast. Thank you. Thank you. Electro. So that's where I'm at. I'm on the outskirts of Electro. Thank you. And this alcohol tincture, I don't need it right now. If I was running low on, if I was loot hoarding, I'd take it, because if you rip up rags are so universal in this game as a survival tool. If you run out of bandages, you don't want to just wrap your wounds with those bandages, because you'll get a blood infection, or you have a chance to get a blood infection, and you will die. So you want to take disinfectant spray or alcohol tincture, and you want to disinfect anything that you treat a wound with, to include rags. I mean, who knew ripping up a shirt that just can't, that's in the zombie apocalypse, probably covered in blood and guts, laying in a house, ripped all up, and you're just like, oh, I got a bleeding head wound. I'm going to wrap my face up with this thing. And next thing you know, you got a fever, the world starts spinning, and fade to black. So anyways, somebody locked this door. People do that. If you find lock picks, you can lock doors. I find a lot of locked doors at police stations. You can wash your bloody hands too, that's correct. Yes, so even if you did you killed something and you want to eat it and you got bloody hands, yes, you can wash your hands and get rid of bloody hands. I find it easier just to make some hand wraps or whatnot. But let's see here. But yes, you can wash your hands. So I've got, let's see guys, this was not going to be the longest stream ever. I'm looking at my time. I maybe have 30 more minutes, and this wasn't going to be a long one. Whenever I work night shift and I have to stay up all night on my days off, the longest I've streamed is like 4 or 5 hours, and that's overnight. And let's see, take this in the hand. One of these runs is my after work East Coast, United States. I'm in Central North Carolina, and I get off from work on day shift and come home, run these streams, and then whenever it's family time, it's family time. The wife will come home from work, have dinner, chill, rinse and repeat. So whenever I'm on nights and everybody else in the house is asleep and I'm in the office, I stream a lot longer. And depending on your time zone, where you're at in the world, is depending on when you'll catch me. I just have no way of making it every day or on a certain time. I apologize for that, guys. Maybe the randomness might help you guys out, because some people, if I had it at 100% set time, it just might not ever work out for you. I greatly appreciate y'all out there. I greatly appreciate y'all. There's so many different things. Once I get better at this game, there's so many ideas and things that I've seen, and I've got a couple ideas that I'm kicking around in my head as how I want this to go. What I want from this. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I have a small YouTube channel, but I have an awesome community. Y'all are in comments. Y'all are giving me views. You're watching my other videos. And if you're new with me out there, I'll give you just a quick little rundown here. I believe it was 8 years ago, somewhere along those lines, I got the wild idea. I play a lot of retro. I own a I own a small retro arcade business that I do on that's not my full-time job. It's just my hobby job, my side gig. And so I have arcade cabinets and Nintendos and Segas and things like that. I set them up in breweries and pubs and businesses and kids' birthday parties and stuff like that. And I just make a little money that goes back into it. But it's all about the love of the game. And I love retro. And I wanted to go back and beat some of the games that I didn't beat as a kid, because your 12-year-old, 6, 12, 8, whatever year-old self gets absolutely destroyed by some things that are pretty simple, and like Mario, but you still have a blast, and you just have memories that will never leave you of playing these games. But I realized that was a lot of them I had never beaten, and so I just went back and I wanted to watch some videos of one level at a time. How do I beat Mario level 1? I don't want to see a whole big long spiel or long play or whatever. Sometimes those are great. Put them on. They're running in the background. I'm catching little bits and pieces of it. It's cool to listen to. But for me, I was looking for very specific levels, one at a time, and I wanted some explanation. I wanted somebody to talk to me and tell me what they were doing, tell me what they were thinking, what's their technique, what's going through their mind, and just talk to me. So I came up with level by level gaming. I started playing retro games, one game at a time, and it's just been a fun hobby. And by the grace of God, people started subscribing, people started hitting me up in comments, and I've actually made some really, really good friends, and I've met some people in real life through my channel. And I know you want to tell people's business and go through all that, but there's been people that I've been like, oh, that's where you stay? Yeah, I'm going to be in that. I'm going to be around Florida, Georgia, whatever, on business or whatever. And I've met people, and that has just been so cool. So I give a shout out to my YouTube community. I give, anybody that gives this little guy a chance. I just greatly appreciate you. But I might not ever make a dime from this. I will say if it happens, it happens. But if I don't, man, this is just good times. This is just good fun. And right now, I was just looking at some chat, just so I don't neglect them. So Crew is talking about digging up some of his old computers and consoles. Yeah, and doing some retro streams, man. Do it. Do it. You will not regret it. It is the funnest thing ever. When I decided to pick up streaming, right, I decided that this is what I wanted to do for 2026. Like I said, I've had my channel around for several years now, built a great community of followers, and a very just active community. I wanted to add something new. I wanted to add something different. And I didn't know if I wanted to live stream retro, but I had remembered some of the fun times that I had playing DayZ on and off. And then I start looking, and there's all kinds of new content, and there's all kinds of creators out there, and there's, you know, just and new people flocking to the game that had never played it, and it was kind of an easy decision, kind of a snap decision. I picked DayZ, and I picked the pain. So, because the challenge of it and working with other people, there's nothing that has been more rewarding than streaming this game and running into some, like that guy back at the coast. We're gonna call him Lost Guy, Lost Pub Guy. So lost in the pub guy back there. It could have went a whole nother way, where he's like, hey, let's go together, man. And for the next 30 minutes of life, we're running together and learning and, you know, experiencing. And that has been very, very rewarding. So just checking my time here, checking my real life, checking my text, make sure I'm not missing something important in real life. But running with somebody and cooperating has been so rewarding. And don't get me wrong, winning a firefight is rewarding. I mean, it's a rush, it's an adrenaline rush, and you know, somebody attacked you, you attack them back, or whatever led to that. You might be the one that initiated it. It just is what it is. Because when you get geared, sometimes it ain't about being friendly, it's about surviving. So you might be shoot first, and surviving a firefight is there's nothing like it in this game. But like I said, teaming up with 2 or 3 guys, I don't think I've ever had as many as 4. I might, oh, there he is. Teaming up with people, cooperating, and learning from somebody that's been playing this game a really long time, and teaching somebody new that says that it's their first day. That has been where it's been at for me. And I realize now too that that was my goal with all the retro stuff that I was doing and am still doing. I still try to play a level of Mario every day and get some content. But that has been where it has been at for me, and that's why I have not regretted at all picking DayZ as the game in 2026, January 1, whenever I said, what am I going to add to my bucket list things to do, is I'm going to learn how to live stream. I had never done it before. As you can see, I'm a newbie at a lot of things. Oh, there's somebody. That's a zombie up there running on that hill. And I had to dig out a old 720p webcam. This headset is a headset that my wife bought me for Christmas last year. Yeah, rags are good to have. The adrenaline rush is unreal. That is true. That is true. So I just approached this stream, this DayZ stream, in the same way that I approached, well, I had never done a YouTube channel before, and that kind of came together. And it's still a young, in my opinion, young, new channel, but that came together. And so how am I going to make a stream come together? What is that going to look like for me? And I dug out this, like I said, dug out the little webcam and dug out this headset, and here we are. I never really understood how to use Discord until like a week ago, and it was brought up, hey, do you have a Discord? That's how we can communicate. Oh, okay. I'm not going to say I 100% understand how, when I set the channel up, if I set the channel up correct. Just watch some YouTube tutorials, so it might be all jacked up. I don't know, but I know that I can talk to somebody now, and I couldn't before. So I can talk to somebody, and they can hear me, and I can hear them. I'm gonna call that a win. I think winning is what I'm gonna call that. So let's see here. How aimlessly can we wander around DayZ and ramble to some people that are just hanging out? The hardest part is pressing the go live button. Yes, because, okay, I'm going to have, this is a confession. When I made this my bucket list thing to do, and I might absolutely get destroyed by some zombies sitting here talking, oh yeah, let's not do this. Okay, let's not do that, y'all. Let's not do that. So, I got a little, so here's my confession to y'all that are out there watching me right now, is hitting the go live button thing, putting yourself out there. I'm just a Southern boy that grew up dirt poor in the country. I'm not a well-spoken person most of the time, and I'm not a vet player of this game. You watch people like Cam and was it Zesty Pavlo and these other people that I used to really enjoy watching. Man, they're just like superstars in my eyes, and it just flows so good for them. They can talk and do two things at once. If I chewed chewing gum right now, you guys wouldn't be getting anything out of me. So am I going to be able to pull this off? And you put yourself out there. There's always trolls. I found that out with my YouTube channel. There's always people you're never going to do right. Like they just got to look for a reason to be negative, and I understand that and I get that. So hitting that go live and putting yourself out there was really harder than trying to pick up and learn just the equipment and the technicalities of it. How do you get OBS to do this with the little screen and hear and see and be successful with it, and if you can call what I do successful. So let's see here. Something that I'm going to do is glitch this arm out like a fiend, and I probably need to take these out of my hand because I think it might have a detrimental effect. I'm gonna face that guy. Come on. There we go. Boom. So, I'll take a glitch in a heartbeat. You don't have to tell a retro game geek to take a glitch, because they will. I will exploit a glitch fast, quick, and in a hurry. So something else, getting back to, like I said, I'm chasing rabbit holes. So two things showing, my noob and my ADHD is showing, is see, lost my train of thought. Getting back to my tutorial stuff, as long as I am running around and acting a fool in that house, they are going to continue to aggro on me. If I would have laid down, here we go. If I would have laid down in there on the floor and not moved, they would have totally forgot I was there in a little while. But here's the problem: I got to make a play. I might be signing my own death warrant here, but I've got to make a play. And if I don't, I'm dying of thirst. This might have been a terrible decision, but I've got to do something, because they get behind you like that. Getcha. Come on, come on. I might be able to just pick these off one at a time. Come on. Did somebody go down? Okay, I got one. So I might wake up on the ground in a few seconds, or I might die. So the reason I decided to make a play there is I'm dying of thirst. There's a well that I believe is up on a hill up there, and I'm just standing around talking and telling stories and whatnot. So I needed to make my way out of that house, or out of that little food court or wherever that was, and I need to make my way up there. I've got to get something to drink or it's over. So that's why I decided to make a play and come out there. But while I'm in this dark, like I said, going back to just explaining me to y'all, I've got 19 viewers out there. That's the most I've had, I think, ever at one time. Thank you guys. I wanted to approach this in the exact same way. I wanted to approach this in while I'm playing, if I'm doing something that I can explain, there might be somebody that doesn't know that, and it might help them out. And they might hear or see something they've heard or seen or know 1,000 times, and they might just see something or hear something that they didn't know, and that will make it totally worth it. And I'm just going to have fun with it. So that's how I'm going to approach it. I'll get better at the technicalities of it. That will come with time. This is just me having fun, running my mouth, playing some DayZ, and checking something off the bucket list. So, all right, let's go. Crew, if you're still out there, bud, I could use some guardian angel here. That well is up here somewhere, and I'm going to do my best to try to find it. If you have any idea, if you're still out there in the chat world watching, if you could give me any idea where that well's at, that would be great. Oh, I just heard something. What I heard bump. I heard something bump. A bump in the night. What am I hearing? Where is the well? I think it might be up this way. I need it so bad. So desperate. And I guess I could be looting these houses along the way, and I would find like a Sprite or a Pepsi. Oh, okay. All right, y'all. I hear my lovely better half coming up our driveway. Do I want to take that? I'm not going to loot hoard. Don't need it right now. I hear her coming. It's going to be time for dinner in real life, and I'm going to have to go. So, once again, thank you, guys and gals out there, so much for stopping in and seeing me. If you're liking what I'm doing, if you like what I got going on here, please hit that like button, subscribe, hit me up on my YouTube channel. And what I really, really enjoy and what I really appreciate is those chats, those communications back and forth. If you comment, if you see something you like and you want to talk about it, comment on it, and let's just get a community going and get some dialogue going. So appreciate you guys. I'm going to have to call it for the night, and maybe, just maybe, when I get off from work tomorrow, we'll see you for a little while, and maybe you can just humor me a little bit. All right, y'all. Peace. Be blessed. We'll see you on the next one.